Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Back again at you with another Ramadan Bites episode. In the previous episode, we were talking about the ease of Islam through the lenses of Ramadan. And we talked about how Ramadan is for only a certain number of days. And that in and of itself is ease for us. Another example that we want to give to you and we want to share with you is what we mentioned last week. The Prophet of Islam, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Muhammad, he is the Sayyid of Bani Adam. And he will get the special place in Al-Jannah. And that place is called Al-Maqam al-Mahmud, the praiseworthy place, that when the Muslim hears the adhan, he says what the mu'adhin says, and then he sends the Darood al-Sharif on the Nabi, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. And then after that, he does what the Prophet instructed. Prophet Muhammad said, you should say, Allahumma rabba hadhihi da'wat al-tamma was-salat al-qa'ima ati Muhammadan al-wasila wal-fadila wab'athhu maqam mahmud alladhi wa'adtuhu. And you stop there. Don't say innaka la tukhliful mi'ad, because that part, innaka la tukhliful mi'ad, Prophet didn't say that. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Anyone who makes that dua, Rasulullah will make intercession for you Yawm al-Qiyamah. So that Maqam al-Mahmud, that special place, it's a place that is a unique place in Jannah. It's only for the Nabi. And people can come close in proximity to it, but they will not be there with him. No Nabi, no other human being. Only Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There's a hadith that he says, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Ana wa kafirul yatim kahataini fil jannah. وَفَرَّقَ بَيْنَ أُصْبِعَيْهِ. He said, I will be like this in the Jannah along with the one who takes care of an orphan. The one who is a kafil. He's the guardian. He's the one who is sponsoring an orphan. So you know the orphans, wherever we find them, in Mirpur, Kashmir, in Palestine, in Syria, right here in the UK, if there is an orphan that you can take care of, even if you send the money every month, Rasulullah said, he will be like this with me in Jannah. And the hadith, the narrator said, he split between his fingers because no one will be with the Prophet like this. None of his wives, Khadija, Aisha, no one is going to be with him. He'll be by himself in the Maqam al-Mahmud. Now, I wanted to mention this about the Maqam al-Mahmud just so that, number one, if you're in the masjid or you hear the adhan, don't let this reward pass you by in the blessed month of Ramadan or other than the blessed month of Ramadan. But also I wanted to mention it because of the Rahmah and the ease of Islam. The ease of Islam is that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in going to that place, because he's going to go to that place, anytime he had pain, Allah gave him more pain than any other human being. Anytime he became sick, he became more sicker than any other human being. In the sickness that ultimately he died in, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was saying, wa ra'sa, oh my head. He had a severe migraine. And the companion said, Ya Rasulullah, it is as if you're complaining. He said, I'm not complaining, but the pain that I'm suffering is double what you people go through. Why? Because when you go into Jannah, people go into Jannah. May Allah Azza wa Jal allow us all into the Jannah. Jannah does not accept any dirt. There's no arrogance in Jannah. There's no jealousy in Jannah. There's no hatred in Jannah. It's absolute total bliss. So people have to be cleaned up in order to get to Jannah. So one of the things that will happen is they'll go to the hellfire and they'll be burnt clean. The sins will be burnt off. Or Allah will forgive them and allow them to go to Jannah without any adhab, any hisab. Now, Rasulullah went through these things, and it's a proof he's a human being. He went through these things because he's going to get the Maqam al-Mahmud. So he gets off of him any and everything that human beings have them in the way of a dentist. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cause us all to enter to the Jannah without any adhab and without any hisab. And may He allow us to be in the Jannat al-Firdaus, close to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.